Welcome to Still Talking Uncut. I'm your host, Big Easy, joined by two master distillers tonight, man. My man, the newest and the last master distiller, Mr. Daniel Stevens. I don't refer to him by that name, so you never heard me call him that. To me, that's Bennett. Oh, Bennett Shiner, the newest master distiller. Congratulations, my man. We don't care about everybody else on here tonight. Y'all are just pieces of shit, anyways. So,
well, thank you,
you
Easy.
I do what I can. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, job well done.
We all, we waited 2 years along with you for the episode to finally come out.
And to be able to talk about it.
None of us knew. He didn't tell any of us ahead of time, so we didn't know. We were all in the dark, So we had to wait along with everybody else to find out. It's just the way.
Now we can wait another 2 to 3 years for him to get his legal run.
No, I'm going to say that it's not going to take that long, and when it's only 6 months, then we're going to be like, "Hey, Sean,
clock's a ticking."
I mean, the good news is people will still remember who I am.
Yeah, that's very good.
So, is this whole season at Two Trees? Is that where did they start? Is the whole thing going to be done at Two Trees?
Well, some of them got a little copper still. I do know that.
Okay.
I think there's going to be.
Sorry, Justin.
As far as I know, there are 7 runs going to come out of the last 2 years, out of the 12 episodes.
Yeah, Sean is right. Some episodes they didn't get jars; they got trophies.
Yeah, they put that in your contract. They're like, or comparable prize.
I guess a little bit. He's still comparable. Damn, ouch.
I guess a mini steel and a barrelhead is comparable to a legal job.
Yeah, I guess so, man.
Which,
he was famous before.
It's only going to be 30 cases. That's it.
I mean, I guess it's probably better than corn liquor with your label slapped on the front of it.
You said they're only releasing 30 cases.
30 cases. When I have my release party, it'll be 360 jars. Is all it'll be.
Wow.
Huh. Did you tell them it's not enough?
I told him between me and my wife having 1.5 million followers, that definitely ain't gonna be enough.
Well, not even that. I mean, just your boys that roll in,
even the community and my friends. That's not enough.
Yeah, don't drop the ball on an opportunity to make a lot more money. Two Trees, like we're letting you know. Like I helped. Well, we went down to Sean's and what? I bet his friends alone bought 300 or 400 jars.
How many jars did you have total, Sean? With yours?
It was like 1,100.
800?
No, 1,100.
1,100. Okay, and you probably sold 400 or 500 the first day.
I think it was like 3.
And nobody even remembered who you were because it was 4 years later.
Yeah,
it was. I tell you, who bought them all. It was Hooch. He put everyone in his cart individually and wheeled them up to the front.
Wheeled that past me. It's like, holy shit!
Every single one of them, he wheeled them right to the front.
Now, so I did tell Two Trees that I was willing to buy 15 more cases.
Yeah.
That I wanted to buy 15 cases just for me.
Yeah. Sean, didn't you bought a shit ton of jars for yourself?
I think it was about 13 cases for me.
Yeah.
And
So
if I had it to do over with, I'd probably buy double that because it went.
Yeah. I mean, it would be silly for you to get 15 of the cases, and then be like, we got this many left. Like,
well, I'm telling them I want the 30 plus I will pay for an extra 15.
Yeah.
For me to take. Because I got family and friends that aren't going to go to
for sure. For sure. Nice little conversation pieces. So
and it might be the only run I ever do. I don't know.
Well, and they're cool to sign and hand out. You know what I mean?
So let's rewind like 3.5 years. Bennett was like, "Hey man, can I get some Jimmy Red?" Like, "Yeah, buddy, here you go."
Yep.
And then
here comes the story.
He made it, and he's like, "I hate it. It's disgusting. I don't like it." And the funniest thing is for the next year or so, it was just always, you know, the joke was, "Hey Bennett, you love Jimmy Red." Bennett loves Jimmy Red,
Yes.
and then I'll be damned. I'll be damned if old Master Stiller don't call. And what do they have him running? Jimmy fucking Red. It
go.
was fate,
Well-
man. It was fate.
What
mean,
was
it
it
was-
supposed to be at first? Weren't you going to be on a different one at first?
I was going to be on Sour Mash to start with. And I cut my vacation short. I was on my way home to get all my materials to go to Asheville to film. And they called me on the way home from Georgia and said, "Wait a week. We want you to do Jimmy Red instead. That's your only way to get on the show."
Like you saw. Like,
But I mean, I look at it like this.
did Big Easy call you?
A lot of people go on there and do something they really love and finish second or third. But if you can go on there and do something you hate and finish first,
That's not bad.
you know.
You had
Okay.
experience with it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like you had experience with Jimmy Red, so you kind of knew what to expect a little bit. So you did have a little.
I knew what it was going to take, what it could taste like,
Yes.
but I had to change that when I got there.
Who's got the TV on in the background? But Sean.
Yep. There he goes. But yeah, I just knew I had to change a little bit of Jimmy Red. To me, it didn't have enough flavor on the front end of it, is my thing. And so I had to add some flavor to the front of it.
Well, on the show you ran the straight arm, just a single, you know, kind of like a keg still, you know, just a pot and a column and a Liebig, you know, and and they wanted Jimmy Red, like they wanted flavor, they wanted Jimmy Red, so it's like, you know, like it kind of did you know, like you getting stuck with that still, not stuck with it, but being able to use that still was kind of a blessing in disguise because it's
that carries
know,
over all your flavor right there.
everything's every oil is there because it's just right there. There's no doubler to remove it. There's no column to reflux it. It is just there.
Well, see, it didn't matter. It didn't matter how that coin toss went. I was picking the pot still setup.
Yeah,
I didn't care.
and that's the one that most people wouldn't want, you know, because it's so basic and there's nothing there.
I just knew that I couldn't put 20 gallons. I mean, with the 4-hour time limit, I couldn't put 20 gallons in that still and run it that hard.
No, because it would puke because there's nothing to it. And then if you did,
I backed it down to 14 gallons.
Nice, a lot of headroom,
and ran it hard as I could to get it going, and then backed it down.
You're my hero.
If I'd have had a stick of butter, I'd have thrown a stick of butter in it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, that was my question. You didn't throw any butter in?
I wasn't allowed. I asked. I wasn't allowed.
Well, for people that don't know that are viewers, tell them what that does.
Butter is actually an anti-foam. It keeps you from puking, but it also gives you a buttery flavor on top of that.
Does it? Is it a mouthfeel or is it just a flavor?
It's a flavor to me. It's a flavor. That's it. I like, now look, if I'm running that and I want like a brandy and I want a cobbler, I throw in a stick of butter and use bread yeast because that way you're getting the bread flavor and the butter flavor. So there's your cobbler.
Hell yeah.
Chicago.
That's right up Uncle Joey's wheelhouse right there. It's cobblers.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go.
But I mean, look, we were at a disadvantage when we got there, and it wasn't just me, it was all of us. When I was told that we were doing that episode, I was told, bring all the grains you want to do an original recipe. So I had 25 pounds of Jimmy Red, 12 and a half pounds of white corn, and 12 and a half pounds of some yellow corn that I got from Tater.
And you brought it home?
And as soon as we showed up, they said, oh, we're not. So I only took 25 pounds of dextrose with me. So when I got there, they were like, okay, you're only getting 25 pounds of grain to live with it, basically. You can't use yours.
and a 30-gallon mash, right?
Yeah, so I ended up only making a 20-gallon mash is all I ended up making. And I had a 1056 when I fully converted and put the dextrose in.
Now they did. I don't think did they show you adding dextrose? And did you?
Well, they showed me with a white bucket, and I'd had it dumped out in a white bucket.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you invert your sugars?
No, not before I went. No.
Yeah, I didn't think you had to.
Well, see, I was planning on
Hopefully
having 50
dextrose.
pounds. I was planning on having 50 pounds of corn and 25 pounds of dextrose would have gave me about a 1068 to a 1072.
Yeah.
And then I didn't have what I needed, so we started. Me and her both started at like a 1056.
That's not bad though. 1056. I mean,
No, it was not bad at all. It really wasn't.
I mean, the objective is not to pull 10%, or it's not to pull 2 gallons of 120 proof. It's one beautiful jar. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Whether it's 130 proof or not.
Yeah, I mean, I knew when I got that low, I knew I was only going to get 6 jars to maybe choose from.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I was just basically jar 3 and 4 was probably going to be, or 5 might be it.
That's and when you're running at home, like based on the size of your mash when it's coming in, anyways.
Yeah.
So you just kind of gauge it down a little bit.
Yep.
You can definitely tell.
I split up 3, 4, and 5. Well, really 4 was used a lot. Well, I tried to use more 4 because I had a hole in my condenser at jar 4. A hole popped in my condenser, and we were making up paste and wrapping it with rags, and they didn't show that part. But when that was happening, my proof went from 130 down to like 80.
Is that why you were so red and sweaty?
I was red and sweaty because it was like 120 degrees on set.
Hey, that was my favorite part. It first come on, you can just see Bennett is just miserable. He's lobster red, and they're like, "Hey, big feller, go hand grind some corn, baby." Competition grind. It was like, hey,
and look, we had 5 challenges. That was the funniest challenge because when we started, we were going to grind a 5-gallon bucket of Jimmy Red.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And well, all the grinders fell apart because whoever put them together didn't put them together correctly. So they realized how long it was going to take when Anthony cut his finger a little bit and we had to get a medic in there. So they stopped us, took us out, brought us back in, said, okay, 1 jar. And I was like, and all I did was dump what I had in my bucket into the jar and I was full.
Yeah.
So, but no, really, I ground more Jimmy Red because while my water was heating up, I was bored because they wanted us to stay busy. I said, well, can I grind some more corn? I mean, I'm waiting on water to boil. That's all I'm doing. And so I ground a little bit more corn, and then I went over and stirred dry grains waiting on my water to boil. Because they want you to look at the camera and stay busy the whole time.
Now, when you say hole in your condenser, are you talking about like a hole in the actual worm or a hole in the flake?
Well, right there where the pipe goes into the sealed worm.
Well, it had to be in the condenser if it's
it was just right at the top, right where it went in. It popped a hole in it. Yep.
And sealed worms, man, like sealed shotguns, enclosed worms, they'll get you every time. You don't use the valves right.
They're good. They're nice to look at.
I mean, they didn't fix it either. I mean, that's the thing. Yeah. Even after I got done, they didn't fix it.
Well, I guess you're the last ones. Who are they gonna fix it for? Well,
I mean, there was actually, to be honest, there were 4 more episodes that filmed after I did.
Okay.
But I think they want to see how you react when something bad happens.
Oh yeah.
And I did was I made up some paste and we pasted it and took some dry oats and put it on the outside and pasted it some more, and I took a bunch of rags and wrapped around it and tied it.
Yeah.
And that was it.
So, how long did it take you to actually get on the show? Was it a quick process, or was it just drag?
No. I applied for season 5 and 6. Because it got filmed at one time too, and then split up, same as we did.
Right.
So I applied for it. I didn't get called on it, but the day before, remember when it came out on Facebook for season 7, casting calls, I got called the day before that. And they asked me if I was still interested, and I said yes, and they said, okay, you're going to be on.
And
So when you going to go back and film Tournament of Champions?
Whenever they ask. I
don't blame you.
Bruiser was bragging the other day about being a 2-time champion. I said, well, I can't be a 2-time champion. I only been on one time.
Same. They pick and choose because they're afraid of. Well, never mind.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Love you, Bruiser.
He makes good TV.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, man. They want to get those viewers.
Everything they would say while we were filming was, that makes good TV, or this don't make good TV, or that we should do this because it makes good TV.
Yep.
But really a lot of the stuff, we were told to bring our own aging materials. When we got there, we weren't allowed to use them. We were told to bring our own grains. When we got there, we couldn't use them. So, it's just curveballs from the beginning all the way to the end.
They do it on purpose.
And, talking to some of you guys after the fact, it's just kind of wild. It's not exactly what you see on, there's things they don't show. There's shit you don't see. There's a lot more that goes on that you really don't know. They do a good job.
It's like there was a bunch of comments on the Moonshiner page that she should have won, and I'll address some of those. You're right. If the competition would have been who made the best Jimmy Red bourbon, she would have beat me hands down. She was great and made an excellent 8-year-old bourbon. But our parameter said 90 proof Jimmy Red whiskey. So there was the difference.
Well, she used that. She used that Ambriana wood. Like Ambriana wood is cinnamon.
And she used really heavy, like heavy oak instead of medium to light.
Yeah, it's the cinnamon.
And that's
like
what whiskey is medium to light.
Well, how many bourbons do you taste and they taste like cinnamon? How many times have you bought a bottle of bourbon that's been aged and they use the wood and it tastes like cinnamon?
Don't get me wrong. That woman is one excellent distiller. She can, and they were honest about that. Her blending and her palate is impeccable.
Yeah, but they wanted traditional Jimmy Red.
Yes. And that's what my paperwork said. And my wife probably helped me more win than anything, because I was laying in bed there the night before we made the second run, and she's like, and I'm sitting there worried about Tim Jones because he's a bourbon expert, and she's like, well, you only need Tim Smith and Tickle. You don't need Tim Jones. Make something they like. Don't worry about him.
Yep.
That's good advice.
And she was right. I only needed 2 out of 3.
Yep.
She's smarter than I am, man. Everybody knows that.
Wow, ain't setting the bar real high.
Not really.
Hey, listen, I'll drink to that one, buddy.
But now, as long as we're talking about the parameters of the show and the goals and everything, the first round we were actually supposed to make at least 90 proof and turn in the first round.
At least.
So I was the only one that actually hit the goal on the first.
You did. You knocked that son bitch out of the park. That's
knocked it out of the park, didn't I? Let me tell you a part of the reason why I did that.
At least you didn't hit him with a 50.
When I picked the pot still, I heard Tim say to Tickle, he'll never pull 100 out of that pot still.
Really?
Yes.
That's wild, man.
And so I honestly, Tim come to me and said, you were 120. I don't know why it said that, but anyway, Tim said 120.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure they fib and change things for TV.
yeah,
It makes great TV.
It does. It makes great TV. But I mean, I knew I was 120. I really did.
Yeah.
It tasted great. It tasted. I ain't gonna say it tasted great because I don't like the taste of Jimmy Red, but it tasted what the way it was supposed to.
Right. It was just
what they wanted. It's what they wanted.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Your mash build, you didn't use a lot of grains that fought off that Jimmy Red.
No.
And it seemed like the other contestants they used certain types of grains that wanted to fight that Jimmy Red. Like you want that Jimmy Red to power, like
it's a dominant grain too, though.
Yeah, but you got like Anthony. He's a great guy, but he used like 4 different kinds of barley.
And it's like, oh, it's all barley. Barley.
And look, let's be honest. He was fucked with the still that he got. They didn't help him out at all with that.
Let me tell you about that deal. Okay, he didn't hardly ferment anything.
Yeah,
he didn't hardly work off at all. So I'm the one who said, I'm gonna take the pot still. I'm gonna let you have that reflux because you're gonna need to get every bit of the proof you can because you.
So he needed that. He essentially needed that.
He needed it.
Huh.
And I was, even if I would have won the coin toss, I was taking the pot still, not
right. He was going to get stuck with that anyway.
He was going to be anyway. I mean, there was no doubt. I mean, and whether he scorched or not, he thought no, I thought yes. But at the end of the day, it didn't matter. It's just a lot of that barley just ate up that Jimmy Red, and you couldn't taste the Jimmy Red in it.
It gets scotchy.
I mean, I added about maybe 1 pound of Hickory King and 1 pound of Cumberland Yellow.
Yeah, see the Hickory King it's real light and mild. There's not a whole lot of flavor there. If anything, that kind of smoothed out the oiliness a little bit of it.
Yeah,
and then adding a little bit of that. What brand of barley did you say you used?
I used about a half a pound of crystal malt. That was it.
Yeah, so it was just. I mean, hell, that's just a dusty.
I was just trying to get a little sweet. I was just trying to get a little sweetness, but and the way I flavored it was I flavored it through filtering on the last run. I filtered through sugar maple charcoal, French oak, and charred cherry wood to give it a little bit of front end flavor on it.
So is that the same combo? You've used that before on the aging on your chips, or was that all new style?
Well, I mean, I've never used heavy oak on chips. I've always used medium. Is the darkest I've ever used.
Yeah.
Even in your barrels, I'm sure you only use medium.
Yeah,
medium chars or.
And I also used they got a blend up there at Two Trees that it is really good. Now it's like a mixture of light and medium oak, basically. So I used a lot of it.
Had you ever used any Amberana before? Did you? I don't know if you answered that earlier. Was that new working with that?
He didn't use that.
I didn't use it.
You use that.
Oh, you didn't use it at all?
Hey, didn't you watch the show, Uncle Joey?
I thought you used a little bit. I'm sorry. I thought you.
No.
Okay.
No.
Uncle Joey didn't watch the show.
Yes, I did.
He was raising the bar.
He was taking his medicine before the show.
He was very inebriated. He don't remember none of it. He fell asleep halfway through.
No, I'll be honest, man. That was a pretty good, like the competition at the end. I mean, that was neck and neck, and you could really tell you guys were both really good at what you were doing there at the end. That they had a tough decision to make, but like you said, they made the right decision based on what the competition was.
Yeah, but and the sad thing is they don't like let you know what the rules were when you watch the show.
Right.
Make the rules as you go.
But now they did tell me I didn't have enough Jimmy Red flavor. So the second run, of course, I used a thumper. We both did.
Yeah.
So I put spent mash and spent grain in the thumper. I hung a couple pounds of raw Jimmy Red in the cap of the pot. But I was thinking when I started running, I was like, that raw Jimmy Red's going to get really hot.
Yeah.
So what I done was I had a whole big jar of oats in my in the box. So I dumped oats in the thumper to kind of cool it back down.
Oats, bro. Oats are amazing.
I mean, look, oats will level out. Like if you're running rye and you really grind it hard, but you dump a bunch of oats in there, or you dump a bunch of oats in your thumper, it'll kind of smooth it back down a little bit.
Use your oats, man.
I mean,
Use your oats.
look, it was something new. I've never there was a lot of stuff new that I'd never done before on that show.
I mean, you're running on the fly, man. Yeah,
I mean,
you're running on the fly. They're changing things on you, this and that. Like you would expect it to be a lot more structured. Like I would feel that you like if I was in charge, I'd be like, look, man, this is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it, and this is what's going to happen. And then boom, you go, and that's what would happen. And be like, you are going to do this, and that. And it just seems like I guess that's what happens when I guess it ain't being run by moonshiners, it's run by production people. So
yeah, I mean it's like yeast. I mean both of them were using like this high dollar, about 4 different kinds of high dollar yeast, and I was like, I used Firm Pro 927 is what I used.
Yeah, I'd have been there with some bread yeast. Like, yeah, get that bread yeast in there, boys.
If I would have had any idea that it was going to be as hot as it was, and I was going to have 6 days instead of 5, I probably would have used bread yeast.
When I fermented there, mine was it was around 90 degrees, man. I used bread yeast and it was done in 4 days.
Yeah,
zeroed out. Yeah.
Steve from Sugarlands there. He ran the mash deal for us there. He said mine was done in 2 days.
Jeez.
And we ended up with 6 days of ferment time. But now I used alpha and gluco. I completely converted the grain. I dumped in about a half a jar of yeast right when I dumped the water in. And then I dumped the other half when I was done and ready to ferment.
Gordon, if there was a legal way for us to do that, we would. But just like getting 3 people together running stills illegally to do an online show, it might not go the way you want it to.
Yeah.
But if there was a legal way for us to go in and just have a little competition like that live, that would be super cool. But you got to think, man, for most of us, it's not legal in the states we're in. And, we're just,
But I mean, I thought about it after the show, and I'm like, well, it'd have been great if we would have, they would have told us what to do. Everything would have went the way it was supposed to. But I think that's part of the show is they want you to be able to adjust, see who can adjust to it. And you have to adjust on the fly. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I've heard them even say they do little shit to try to throw people. I've heard the guys say when they walked in, they've had their valves open and they dump in
there you go. I mean, and that happened to me.
Missing gaskets
they didn't show that. That happened to me when we were grinding the corn and Anthony cut his finger. We had to leave the set while they doctored him and fixed the grinders. And when I went in the first time, my valve was off of my boil pot. But when I came back in and I dumped my grain, went to dump my water in, somebody had come in and opened the valve on it.
See?
And they do that.
It's TV, man. Hey, you're not on a game show. You're on a TV show.
Hey,
even
look,
though
I did not have a clean jar to put alcohol in until the day we went in to blend. Then we got a brand new set of jars.
Nice.
Every other jar I had to wash myself.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And look, every lid in that box had something wrote on it.
Yeah.
They said he turned it in uncut, unfiltered. That's the only lid I had left. I mean, the rest of them had like 100 things wrote on them because we were toward the end of filming. And they didn't give clean jars every time you ran. And the jars they had said Sugarlands on it, and they had to take a piece of tape and tape over top of it.
Tape it around it.
Yeah.
Bartolozzi. I didn't want to be the guy that couldn't light the burner.
And look, Julia's burner was broke. The first run, I helped her light it, but the second one, they had turned something else off. And we finally had to fix it and get it lit, but they didn't show. There's a lot of stuff they don't show.
They probably did they close the needle valve on it?
They did close the needle valve on it,
that's what they did.
Turned it off at the tank, and it was turned off in 3 different places.
Turned it off everywhere. Got to check your shit.
And look, I bet if she hadn't have been nervous and on a time crunch, she probably would have thought about that real quick.
And that's part of it.
I mean, it is.
That's part of it.
But like we had to all turn our condensers on at the same time because if you turned one on and not the other two, the pressure was so high in there it would have busted them. So they had to turn all three of our condensers on at the exact same time.
So why not just turn the valves down on the bottom of the condenser? Like,
I don't
Jesus Christ. I would say, hey, I haven't seen them come out looking for a new casting. We had heard that it was the last episode of the series.
Now, I think 2 years ago it was either mid-March to 1st of April when the casting calls actually came out. So, it could still happen, but I don't. Everything I heard from producers and people, it's not going to happen no more.
I tell you, what I didn't like about your episode was they made it all about Tim and Tickle. Instead of giving you three your screen time to speak and see how you're doing what you're doing, instead they wanted to tell you about them going and chasing Jimmy Red. Yeah. And it's like, look, man, give these people their time. Like, I understand what they're doing now. They're pushing Tim and Tickle back because Mark and Digger are kind of on their way out, and they need Tim to come back illegal just to the show. She knew that the show is plenty popular enough. I mean, I bet they still pull 4 or 5 million viewers every episode.
Oh yeah.
I think they're running into where they're running out of
ideas.
And and I think they're getting a lot of backlash because I don't see it as the best competition they could get. Like there's always at least one person out of their element that just doesn't belong. I'll never call them out, but you just know, like some people just don't belong, man. Hell, Sean didn't belong. He just got lucky, and Scott put peppers in a stumper.
Well, it's like I tell everybody. Look, people ask me all the time, how do you do it? I said, first thing is, if you're on Facebook telling me it takes you 14 hours to run your keg still,
right?
You don't need to go on that show.
Yeah. Well, my favorite one the other day, I saw some fellers getting 30% yield. Like, damn, son, I'm doing something wrong, man. I'm doing something wrong. I am not getting 30%. Like, you're running a 3-gallon still and getting a gallon? Man, I'm doing something wrong, bro.
I always just count 10% what I'm going to get. That's
around there. Unless you're a little lower, like your fruits, you're a little lower.
Yeah, I mean, you could be lower, but I'm saying the maximum I ever plan on getting is 10% of good.
Yeah.
Now,
man, you mean I was wasting all that liquor when I was running that little 3-gallon?
Yeah,
well, you weren't doing it right, Uncle Joey.
You're supposed to drink it all.
Damn.
From first drips to sweet waters, it's all palatable, baby.
Yeah, if you mix, Joey. If you mix heads and tails, it gives you more hearts, right?
Yeah, hey, I've heard you say that before. Heads and tails gives you more hearts.
I had a feller giving me and Hooch and our old ladies a tour of a distillery told me that shit right there to my face. God's on, I swear to God on everything. This feller who owns this distillery told us that shit, and it took everything I had not to walk out, and instead me and Hooch just took over the tour and went ahead and had a good time. But
that just makes spicy cardboard.
Oh, dude, it blew my mind, man. My mind was blown, but
it'll make sure you ain't got no bubble gum left in your stomach. I can promise you that.
You're damn right. You're damn right. So when I'm watching the show, my favorite hot take of the show was when, no, that was your show. No, when Tim said, "Well, you said you make liquor to sell, not to taste," or something like that about your high proof liquor. Yeah. And I thought that comment aged like bananas for you.
Well, let me tell you, the real comment, I don't know how they got that part or how they spliced it. The real comment I said was, I make liquor, I sell liquor, not water.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what I said. And Tim said I said something different.
Yeah, I think he said like I make high proof to sell or something like that. Or
Yeah. Not
I'll have
to
to go back and
taste, but
watch
to
it.
sell.
I remembered it last week. I couldn't remember, but it was just funny because it's one of those things. It's like, damn.
The actual comment was, I make liquor, not water.
Okay.
That was it. But hey, look, I messed up. I know I did.
Man.
I'll eat that one.
Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
I bet you learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was nice. It was nice to watch you get a little redemption with the grain that you hated the most, especially after all the shit we gave you about it because how much you said you hated Jimmy Red.
Yeah.
And then I'd always be like, "You need some Jimmy Red? I got you, bro. You need some Jimmy Red."
I mean,
so it was just a nice little get back.
I think we all hammered you on that one at one point or another.
I just couldn't imagine.
I was probably glad that I did that episode instead of Sour Mash. Because now Reggie is a pretty good distiller, and I might have had a problem with him.
Yeah.
And I would, I was kind of hoping to do the prison shine, but I didn't get to do that one.
I just would have liked to know how you felt when you knew it was Jimmy Red, man. Were you just like, motherfucker? I mean,
yeah, I said that is. They had to have looked at my social media and know that was the one thing I hated more than anything.
What they did was they called everybody in the group chat and was like, "Hey, what's Bennett hate the most?"
Yeah.
And we're like, "All right, Jimmy Red, baby, that Jimmy Red."
Yeah. And look, I asked them. I said, "Is this the only way on the show?" And they said, "Yes." And I said, "I'll do it then."
I'll do it. Hey, at the end of the day, man, you're just making liquor. It's just another grain.
I just looked at it when I went there. I'm making corn liquor.
You're damn right, man. It's something that you've done that you you're great at. Like we've all tasted bourbon that you've made that we've enjoyed, and we know when we're good at something. Like, look, man, we know what we're due. And,
and Sean made that comment when he talked about his. You just keep it simple. Your first round, you just keep it simple, man. Keep what you did, what you knew how to do. And
okay, now let me address this comment here. I think the Jimmy Red did taste better on the show.
Than the one you made at home.
Yes,
I mean, they setting the bar real high, but
well, I know, but but I don't know what it was about that grain. It was when I got it, it was already cracked like to cornmeal or grit, grit.
Yeah,
and it just
ground real fine.
It worked so well. It actually tasted better to me, and it may have been the fact that I was hammered every time I was on set.
Well, the freshness of those red corns make a big difference.
Yeah, and
like
I say before
older staler red corn, it's not the same, man. It's kind of like bread. You eat bread fresh because it tastes a hell of a lot better.
Well, I mean, the week before we filmed, they went up to Robert McDonald's and went and got all that.
Mm-hmm.
So it was brand new. It was fresh. It was
just ground it. And I believe he runs it through one of them old stone mills when he grinds. It's really cool to watch.
It looked like a consistency of grits when we got it.
It's cornmeal. Like you can make cornbread out of it. You can make grits out of it. Like you can eat it just like it is. It's crazy when you get it from when you get it from all these farmers and they grind it. It just comes out so much finer than we grind at home because of the equipment they're using.
But I was excited to see the judges, because you don't get to see what the judges say.
Yeah.
I thought
that was the most fun part to see, and probably the most humbling part to see is what they say.
I thought it was pretty cool. Y'all threw your mash on the tables, all the different color of the mash. How the color of her mash was wild looking, man.
Yeah, and mine looked like grapefruit juice, but because I think it was a little bit because of the white corn. That was it.
Changed it just a little bit.
Yep.
I mean, the only opinion I would have cared about was old Tim Jones.
Yeah.
I mean, I respect the other ones, but that's the main one I'd want to know. What you know, Mr. Jones?
And the first round and all that, I was really trying to get his approval.
Yeah.
And then the last round, like I say, she told me that night when we was, getting ready to go to bed, she's like, well, don't worry about him. Worry about the two moonshiners. You know what they like.
Yeah, they like traditional corn whiskey,
Yeah.
that you've made 100 times,
Yep.
Just for the show. And, and do what you do. Like Sean said, keep it simple, do what you do, man. Let your skill and everything that you've done and all the hard work that you've put yourself through, your failures and your successes, man, just let them lead you to where you want to go, man. Fall back on what you know, and anything you don't know, ask.
What excited me the most was I went to get my winning jar after we were done. Tim Smith took half of it, and Tim Jones took half of it home with him.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
So, that was, to me, that was an honor that they decided they wanted to take it home with them. Yeah.
And Tickle drink his half.
Well, I mean, I gave Tim Jones, because I had some of this white corn right here that we've had. I had a jar of it, and I gave it to Tim to try, and Tim Jones really loved it, and he said, autograph this, and I'm taking it and putting it on my shelf. So, it was an honor. I mean, it really was.
Hell yeah. Well, I mean, I know I've had it a few times, and you definitely you can put a tasty juice in that bottle, man. That's for sure. When you're done with it.
The ALE took about 5 gallons of that, so
That's a damn shame, man. That really
they
is.
ended up with 5 gallons of it. They ended up with 5 gallons of.
I bet they dumped it out.
Yeah,
I don't think they dumped it out.
They did right in their jar.
Right in their mouth.
Yeah, they dumped it all right into half-gallon jars.
Yeah, it's just like them steels they destroyed.
Yeah, one that got away.
Well, that steel's probably still making liquor somewhere.
Hey, look, life lesson, and I learned a valuable lesson. And
they ain't got no idea how to use that 4 jar. They're hooking it up backwards like Bean does.
Well, probably, but I'm planning on doing a few legal runs, and really planning on not planning on doing any illegal runs. It's been since May the 20th since I did an illegal run.
Are you itching though?
Oh yeah, every day. I mean, I miss it every day.
Oh yeah, you always want to run liquor, man. Like
I mean, I miss. Actually, to be honest, most things I miss fermentation, mashing in, all of it.
Process.
Mm-hmm.
I miss the whole thing, but I like being free too.
Yeah.
And I figure, if they come in on you once, they kind of look to come in on you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I was to do that, it would be way away from here.
You're on the radar now.
Exactly.
So,
and like say, they probably spent $10,000 to catch me.
Yeah.
And they ended up, really the only person made any money was the lawyer, because it all got dropped.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it cost him way more money to get you with nothing than
the little bit of gallon tax I would have had to pay on it.
All except they're still making liquor with the still that they got, so they're making money still.
Hey, that went somewhere.
Whatever makes them happy. They said take a bartending class, and that was it, and they dropped all the charges.
So, any plans on opening a little distillery?
Well, I looked, and the thing is, I love it, but you either got to have an investor or deep pockets.
Yep.
And I'm looking for the investor part of it. So if anybody is an investor out there, you hit me up.
He makes some damn good liquor, guys. I mean, just saying.
I don't know. Last time I was at Uncle Joey's, he wouldn't share any of that with me.
Well, I don't know, but I know a few other guys that can make some really good liquor, and we could have a successful distillery. I promise you.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
You got a nice little group of friends. I mean,
oh yeah.
It's like I told somebody when I started this 18, 19, I never would have thought. My wife told me I needed to find friends, and now she regrets that every day that I found the friends I found. But I mean,
she thought she was going to get to screen them, you know, and then you wind up with
yeah,
people
he
like
thought she was going to get to
Dean,
pick and choose
pieces
my
of shit
friends.
like Sean, you know, like, what are you going to do?
Hey, you got some characters in your own state, man. You got Moonshiner Chad.
But we do run one of the best Airbnbs around.
Yeah, I will attest that I've stayed in a couple Airbnbs, and Bennett's Airbnb is 5-star, out of 4. It's +1. It's legit.
And
It's
you
beautiful.
get breakfast before you leave.
You do get breakfast. You get dinner when you roll in. He won't stay up real late and party with you though. He's going to bed early, so you got to bring your own entertainment after 10:30.
That sounds like my kind of place.
But I'm just sitting there by myself, like, damn, everybody's asleep. Beating left. They're all asleep. I guess I better go to sleep.
But you got dinner and you got breakfast.
I did. That's all that mattered,
And it was a nice pit stop between Florida and home, right?
Yep. Well, we stopped there on our way to Hooch's, and we stayed the night at Hooch's in West Virginia, and then we came home.
Yeah.
Down in a few-day trip. It was all right.
Now, Hooch will party all night with you.
Oh, yeah. You go to Hooch's, you better be ready to stay up and drink till 5 in the morning. You just shooting shit, drinking.
Drink all the liquor that was supposed to come back to Uncle Joey.
Hey, you got half a bottle. Half that bottle made it back to you. Lucky. I had to fight Hooch off that bottle a grizzly bear on a salmon, bro. Like,
Joey, this is my last illegal alcohol I have.
Hell yeah, brother.
So you just be lucky half that bottle came back. And then like another third of it got drank while I was drinking it here, making you watch me sip on it. So
yeah, he'd sit there and be like, hey.
Every now and then, you just gotta let you gotta establish your dominance, Yeah, just a little sippy sip.
But I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have, even though it's costing me a little bit, I wouldn't have traded the last 3 or 4 years for anything.
No, I mean, good people all around the country. Like, dude, you could go anywhere in this country, and there's somebody that you've befriended, good friends with. You could just go hang out with and act like you've been friends since the beginning of time. If you're in a spot like you're out west and you're stuck, like there's somebody around that's willing to help you, man. Like your friends, like in one group chat, hell, there's people like how I'm in a group chat with 6 people from Ohio, all in one area, and then you go to another group chat and there's dudes from Ohio and North Carolina and Pennsylvania and West Virginia and Tennessee and it's just like, damn, man, it's just all around, and it's crazy how just making liquor has spawned such a huge community. And old Scott said, if you're in the area, man, you stop by Old Scott's.
Dirt diners from coast to coast, man. You got what's his name all the way out west. You got Florida, East Coast. It's all over, man. It's wild.
Oh yeah,
it's a huge community, man. It's still growing. There's new faces every day, and I mean, hell, if you go back and look on TikTok now, I don't even know the people on there.
It's a whole new group of people.
It is, and they're all just on there making liquor, doing their thing. Who am I to say no?
Watching. I don't get in there and say anything, but I just love watching it.
Yeah,
because I'm not really talking as much junk as I used to anymore.
Hey, when you stop doing, you can't talk shit anymore. Like,
I mean, really, to be honest, you're right. I can't say anything because I haven't ran anything since probably April of last year. Yeah. Almost a solid year. I haven't lit a still in almost a year.
Well,
yep.
Hey, Sheen, man, that's what we're here we're all just normal people, normal fellers and ladies, and we're just all living normal lives, working normal jobs, and this is a hobby for most of us. For damn near all of us, really. Yep. And hell, for most of us, it was a big time hobby that we've kind of had to set aside for other things, for other reasons, But even still, even though that we've done that and we've set things aside and we don't really dabble in that anymore, we're still here and eager to help people out. So you got questions and things like that, we'll definitely help answer this and that. And So we're all waiting on Bennett's legal jar. When the time comes, we'll let you know. We're come hell or high water. Most of us are coming down for it. So,
and it should be the way I understand from them. It should be August, maybe September at the latest.
nice. It's gonna fuck around and be during Farm the Bottle.
It probably is. It's going. Or I told them if they would get off their butts and get it done, I was hoping they would release it about the time of Hillbilly Jam.
Everybody's already down there. Go ahead and come on over.
And it's only 30 minutes away.
Oh, damn.
I mean, hell, I'd rather come over for that anyway.
Yeah.
Well, Hillbilly Jam, I mean, after about 10 o'clock, 10:30 in the morning, you sweated your balls off anyway. I mean,
Yeah. Last year was my first year, and my take of it, you get one good solid day in Hillbilly Jam, you've pretty much seen the whole thing.
Look,
Yeah.
after Friday, I'm usually about toasted and done anyway.
It was a good time at the pre-party. I got to say the pre-party, and then one good solid day, and that's all you need, man.
Exactly.
And the after parties are legit, man.
Yeah,
they are until the popo starts trying to buy alcohol from you.
Yeah, and they ruin it. They ruin it. And realistically, the people of the town could step in and be like, "Look, man, y'all get the fuck out of here and let us do our thing. We need you. We'll call you in."
that shit was funny. I mean, it was stupid, but that shit was funny at the hotel. I had fun with it. I had nothing to worry about or nothing to lose. So, there was a lot of people that didn't want to say anything. You know what I mean?
So put his ass in cuffs, and it's like, "Hey, man, I'm going home Sunday morning, Uncle Joey. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I'm gonna let your old lady know when I get home what happened, and it's up to her to get you. So I don't know what to tell you, man.
I knew I didn't have anything. I wasn't selling. You know what I mean? They had nothing on me, so I was just being honest with those dudes, man. And they obviously there was something going on because they scattered pretty quick when we let them know, like, "Hey, man, we think something's going on here." And all of a sudden, they were like, "Oh, fuck you guys, we're out of here."
Yeah, that'll be all right, man.
And it's like this coming year. I mean, that's why I got an Airbnb. It's probably a mile away. There's about 6 or 8 of us staying together, but I'm going to go to the festival, have a good time, and then go back to my Airbnb and have fun and stay away from the hotels.
Yeah, the after party is the best part.
I mean,
it's just the hanging out and having a good time, and just hanging out, everybody having a good time, and that's what it's always about. So,
I mean, I like Popcorn Sutton Jam. It's a little smaller, a little less people, but you get to hang out more.
Yeah, I haven't been to the popcorn one.
Yeah, to me, it's very small, but it's fun. Yep.
Well.
That's what did it say? Oh, Mary Alice was behind me. Yes, she was.
I like old Mary.
Yeah. Hey, she was awesome. It was cool to meet. It was cool to meet her and Tracy. They were awesome people.
Yeah, they're good people.
They are.
They are. They're great people. They are. I mean, there's not. I haven't met too many bad people that I don't really get along with. I mean, there's not very many.
Every now and then there'll be some people that just don't rub you the wrong way, where you're like, man, I just don't care for that dude, man. He's just too full of himself. You gotta keep trying, baby. Keep trying.
If you don't lie, you don't steal, and you don't get into my personal life, I'm all right with you most of the time.
Right.
There you go.
There's still some people.
We met a dude, and he just wasn't having it, man. That shit was funny. Oh shit.
I mean, there's gonna be some people that just don't like you. That's what.
Some people just ain't gonna like your liquor, or what I'm saying, they're gonna have a complex about them, man.
I've gotten some really hateful comments about being on the show because
you'll have that.
I don't know if it's jealousy or what. I don't know. I don't care. But I mean, I wanted to go on, and I agreed to go on, and I went on. That was it.
Well, yeah. Hey, if I'm going on to win, man. Like, I'm not going on here not to win. Like,
right.
No, I don't. I don't look. I like everybody, but I don't do participation trophies.
Hell no. Like, I won or I didn't. Like,
Yep.
I'm not going to make my whole personality about finishing third. I mean,
Right.
I'm not. Gonna
People don't do that now. Come on.
no, they don't.
Or second.
Okay.
Anyway.
First or last.
Yeah. Well, it's harder. I heard somebody say it's harder to finish second than it is first. I don't know, but he's one of them Ohio boys, though. I don't know what.
Hey, man, usually to finish second, it comes down to one thing that you added that you shouldn't have.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like,
Every time, man.
Almost every time, whether it's you put this in your thumper and you probably shouldn't have, or you use this type of wood and you probably shouldn't have.
I think really honestly, if Julia had not have used the Ambriana wood, she may have beat me.
Right. And I think she changed it too much.
Yep.
You can see every episode. Look at Sean's episode. Yep. What if Scott didn't put fucking habaneros in a stumper or whatever the hell he put in a stumper?
Well, I said on the interview.
She was going to use that Ambriana no matter what, because her daughter-in-law, I think now daughter-in-law, is from Brazil.
Okay.
So she wanted to use that as part of the family thing.
That's fine. And I think her gin, like, she had a real deep gin background. So she's all about all these different botanicals and so,
and look, I told everybody, even the producers and all that, when I left, I said, if y'all do this again and you do a redemption episode, I really think she needs to be on that. She is skilled.
Yeah, you could definitely tell that, like y'all two were battling it out. It came down to one little thing that separated it. And yours was just so much more traditional with the traditional oak, the very little bit of grains that you added to the Jimmy Red. You used the traditional, single arm column still, and pot still, and it was everything about it was exactly what they wanted. They wanted traditional Jimmy Red whiskey, that you aged on American oak, and it's just exactly what they was looking for.
Didn't she have some church background too? Didn't she come from the church?
Actually, she was a worship leader at the church, and she was fired for going on the show.
So she made liquor for the Lord and got her fired.
Oh, yeah. They fired her. She told them she was going on the show. They fired her.
Did she tell them that Jesus turned water into wine? I mean,
liquor for the Lord, bro. She made liquor for the Lord.
I don't know.
Honestly, I hope it works out for her.
I'd have had to distill some holy water liquor, man. I'm not gonna lie. They'd be like, dude, all the holy water's gone. Like, where'd all the holy water keeps? Like, man, it must be
really,
in the world somewhere.
Have a job as at a brewery or a distillery and do amazing things.
Hell yeah.
And I told her when I left that day, I was like, I would buy a case of what you just made today. And I would love every bit of it.
Hell yeah.
But it just wasn't traditional enough. It had a little bit of that cinnamon from that Ambriana, and
you could tell they were impressed with her jar, man. You could tell.
Yeah. I was impressed. I really thought I lost. But then when you look back at it, we want a traditional, at least 90 proof Jimmy Red corn whiskey.
And when they tasted both your jars, they made it clear that yours was traditional Jimmy Red. They hit it right on the head, man, and that's why you.
I use the correct wood with mine. That's where the difference came in.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think her love of gin and just concocting amazing flavors out of all these different flavors. I think that got the best of her, and she just went a little too over with it, and that she kept it super simple and traditional. She might have been. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? So
I have to keep it simple because I'm not the smartest man in the world. Anyway.
Right? Like I can't make it complicated because I can't do complicated.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I don't drive a semi truck to work, like I push the button and the car starts and I put it in gear and drive my ass to work.
Yep.
Yeah, it's it's definitely a good experience.
It is.
The people you meet, if nothing else, man, the people that you met and you filmed with and got to meet from the cast, the crew, and stuff like that. That's just cool shit, man. It really is.
And I was sad to see the other day my sound guy died.
Yeah.
And he was an amazing guy. He felt me up every day.
Yes, he did. He did me too.
Several times a day, every day.
Good dude, though.
He was an amazing guy. He was.
Yeah. But yeah, and the people that you get to meet after the show, you know, at the festivals and stuff, people come up to you, and that to me was the best part. Not like, I mean, just meeting fuck all of y'all, you know. I mean, but and like Easy, you know, the only reason I met him because we had a mutual friend, and he's like, "Hey, my buddy went on that show," you know.
And then like, hey, watch y'all. We watch y'all, man. And it's like, no shit. Let's make liquor.
You know, and because of Bennett, who he is, you know, I now am going to have a room here that I'm going to rent out at the house just simply because Master Distiller Daniel Stevens stayed here. So I'm gonna have a special room here. Anybody wants to come up and stay in the Daniel Stevens room, it'll be here.
And I think I even left my socks there too.
Maybe they were crusty. I'm not sure what.
Yeah, that's why I left it there.
They were probably crusty after you used them a couple times.
They were crustier after he used it.
Yeah,
I didn't use them until you got on the show. By the way,
they were more crusty. They were crusty when he got them, and then he made them crustier. Like
that's right. That's
right.
Watch
it.
Right.
So.
Well, man, I'm glad they finally aired your episode and we can bust your balls.
Yeah, we've been waiting 2 years. We've been waiting 2 years.
I know. I've been waiting for it for 2 years.
And I'm excited to see where it goes from here now, man. Now you can figure out, you know, what you're going to do.
That's right. I got a lot of decisions to make in a short period of time.
Yeah.
Well, and I feel like you live in a good location to where you have lots of options.
Yeah.
Well, except making liquor illegally, that's not an option.
Well, that's not an option.
That's not an option.
That's not an option. That's not an option. There's a lot of distillery options, but none of that option.
Yeah, that option is not there. Do you have you talked to anybody at a distillery about a jar or anything
that
like
you can speak of?
Honestly, I've talked to me and Justin Meredith, and I think you know, he's already talking to Drop Zone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking that might be where I'm leaning toward. But I haven't really talked to anybody by myself. No, I don't have no contracts, no nothing like that. So I'm still wide open.
Oh, you're wide open, all right.
Yep.
More ways than one.
It'll happen.
I'm wide open for about 15 more minutes, and I'll be wide asleep.
Yeah,
me too, buddy. Me too.
Sean will be asleep too. He used to stay up late, but now he don't no more.
It changes your life, except for one thing: you still got to get up and go to work the next day.
Yeah, you know, it's just like, oh, you was on TV and you wanted a stilling show. Get up and go tend them damn chickens, son.
hey, them chickens don't give a fuck that you're
master. Fuck about that, Master Distiller.
I've only got them until Friday, and then I'll be done with them for a little while.
Hell yeah!
That's awesome. Well, congratulations again, man. You know, we definitely enjoy your success. So congratulations again, man.
I honestly, I appreciate you guys. Y'all have been awesome to me.
You know, I'm honored to have been able to be there with you from the time you got the call till you got the picture holding it, and so you know, anytime somebody allows us to be a part of that, and like. It's an honor, man. So it's definitely an honor. And thank you so much for including me. And, you know, just even being like, hey, man, what do you think? Because, you know, just including us in what your decision making's going through. And we was all about it, man. It's what we would do. And I would do this and that and this. And then you just did your thing, man, just like you always do. So,
yep.
It was amazing to watch. And, you know, I watched it again afterwards because I didn't much watch it during, well, we was all on the phone together watching it, and there wasn't much watching. We was too busy busting Bennett's chops about being red as shit and pouring sweat. So
I was a hot, sweaty mess.
How many shirts did you go through a day? Did you wear the one shirt,
I
or
just
did you
wore one
change?
shirt all day.
No, so did you wring it out halfway through?
Dude, didn't you see the neck of that shirt?
Hey, look.
Here we go.
You would film for 4 hours and then you would be off for 4 hours.
The neck hole on the one episode they showed him, the neck hole was like this big on that shirt where you could tell where it was just sweaty, man.
I tried to change shirts one day and they told me no.
The neck got bigger because it was pulling down from the sweat.
I bet I went through 100 of those white rags wiping sweat.
Oh, I bet.
3 days.
I bet. See, I'm not gonna lie, man. There'd be sweat in my liquor. Like there'd be a pinch of salt in my liquor. My jar would have a pinch of salt and a pinch of Big Easy salt in it, man. There'd be no choice, dude. I would pour.
I don't know what was in my liquor because I was drunk every day I was on set. I promise you.
I was going to ask you, were you buzzing from the sample or from the blending and the?
I was buzzing 2 days. The day we actually blended and turned in, I was completely hammered.
It was, but what he didn't know was it was just a heat exhaustion buzz. That was delirium for being dehydrated.
It probably was.
Yeah, every time, dude, you guys just sweat and sweat. How the one fella, like you could tell he was just sweating, man. And it's like, because I imagine you can't run fans and shit because of the audio and
no fan. You weren't allowed no fans. It was 95 degrees outside, and we were inside of a metal building inside of a set with 6 stills running.
That's brutal. I'm surprised you didn't go with cut off overalls and nothing on underneath Tim Smith style, man. Like
if I would have known how hot, because really when I left, it called for the temperature to be like 85 or so. If I'd have known it was going to get over 90, I would have went to shorts and a t-shirt.
Yeah. Now, you've lost a bunch of weight since the episode, man.
Yeah,
congratulations.
I'm down 70 pounds since then.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Keep it rolling. A little more gray in the beard than when the episode aired.
Yeah, that ain't
stressful.
Better when you get locked up thinner.
Stressful couple of years, I imagine.
It's been a little bit of stress the last couple of years. It has a little bit.
Oh man,
I'm almost 50 anyway. You know.
Yeah, getting there, huh?
Yeah,
getting there. We're all getting old.
I'll be 49 in June.
Some of us is older than others.
Yeah.
Matt's over there like, man, I remember back in the 60s.
Yeah.
Poor Matt. You got your pudding cup ready?
I run out. Uncle
He's,
Joey ain't sent me any.
He's nodding. He's over there nodding. Right now.
Dude, that shit. These guys are assholes.
We can be. Yes, we can be. So.
I'm about to nod off too here in a minute.
Yes,
all right,
sir.
well, we'll let you get to bed. We've had everybody here long enough. We appreciate you coming on.
Yes,
like I said, last episode of Master Distiller. You're the last champion. They either saved the best for last, or they just couldn't. There's no point in going on afterwards. So, I like to think they saved the best for last. That's why they made you wait 2 years.
I would think so.
But did you make yourself? You got a barrelhead. Did you get to take the barrelhead home from the show, or did you make one like that?
No. I did the one picture that y'all have seen with me with the barrelhead from the show. But no, I made this one myself.
All right, I'd have commandeered it. Like, man, this is my prize. If I was Justin,
I started to, but they
Justin should have stole it. Justin should have walked out with it.
They got mad enough that I stole 3 jars of liquor from that I made.
How many jars did you bring home, Sean?
Nothing.
You didn't bring home any jars from there?
I did. I brought like 4 of them.
They come over and finally said, "Hey, you got to leave something for us to destroy."
Destroy these heads. I'm out.
But I took 3, and I think I took 3 for Julia too, and so we ended up with 3 each.
Nice. All right. Well, when we know when you're going to have your jar release, we'll come on here. We'll have you back on, and we'll just talk about the jar release, man, and when it's going to be, and what it is, and who all's going. And if we'll take bets if Sean's going to show up or not. So
Yeah, the shitter will probably be full, but you know.
I've got to
That'd be
show
all
up to his. I've got to show up to his because he didn't come to mine.
well, you said the same thing about Taters and Doug's, but my bad. This one's a little different, huh?
Look, I love all you guys, and if you show up, great, and I appreciate y'all for all you support y'all have given me. I really do.
Hell yeah.
That's why we're here, man. So we love you. You need anything, you let us know. Same thing with anybody else. We'll be back next week, Uncle Joey.
Yeah, next week we have Master Distiller winner Reginald Wagoner. Is that how you say his name?
Who's that?
Close enough. Wagoneer. But
Wagoneer. He won the Sour Mash episode.
Yep.
Okay.
Nice.
Sounds good.
Mash. Sour mash, baby.
Yep.
If you don't like sour mash, you don't like sour mash, man. It's one of those things that you like it or you don't.
Right. No, you're
Like
right.
it or hate it.
I will say I've had some sour mashes that aged out a lot better than they were clear.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
Wood helps.
things change. Yeah, it does. All right, y'all have a good night. We'll see you next week.
Good night. Thank you, guys.
Shine on.
Peace.
Shine on, fellas.